Jai Hind students, in the last video we have discussed about some clauses that we can use with select, like we have discussed the projection, we have discussed the selection, we have discussed the union operation, we have discussed intersection operation, we have discussed the different operation. So many operations we have already discussed on multiple tables. Now let's discuss about the joining of two tables. Basically, we want to talk about the Cartesian product. So let's learn the definition of Cartesian product, what is this and how it gives you the results. And then we'll learn the way we are going to join two tables. First thing about Cartesian product. Before going to Cartesian product, let me tell you why we need this. Actually, sometimes we will store data in multiple tables. Say some data in the first table, some data in second table, some data in third table. Now problem comes if some column we want to display from the first table, some other column we want to display from the second table, and likewise. In that case, we cannot display the data without joining the table. So the need of joining is to display data from multiple tables, like some column from the first table, some column from the second table. Without the joining, we cannot get the proper result. That's why we need to join two tables. Now let's learn about the Cartesian product. It is a binary operation and is denoted by a cross symbol. The Cartesian product of two relations A and B is written as A cross B. It returns a new relation which has a degree means number of columns, a degree equal to sum of the degrees of both the relations. Means if suppose the first table degree is 3, 1, 2, 3 columns here, second table degree is 3, then result will be degree 6. The resultant table which is coming on the screen will have a 6 degree. Total degrees are added. And the cardinality of the product of the number of tuples of both the relations. So degrees are added, means the columns are added, and the cardinality. Cardinality means number of rows. So the number of rows, number of tuples are multiplied. So if first one has a 3 row, second table has a 3 row, resultant would be 9 row. 3 threes are 9. That would be the result you get of the Cartesian product. So cleared out that degree means number of columns that will be added and the cardinality means number of tuples that would be multiplied. Now all tuples of first relation are concatenated with all the tuple of second relation to form the tuples of a new relation. So it is actually multiplication is not done with the because we have a rules here. So it is just a concatenation take place. And in this case, what happened that you can see in the example here, if we have a table STU, table name A, table name B is teacher, you can see here we have a roll number, we have a name, we have a class. Similarly, we have a teacher ID, we have a name, we have a subject. Now, or a class, whatever is there. Now you can see if we go for a cross B, then the first row of the first table is taken and then it is concatenated with the all the row of the second table. You can see here first row, first row, first row. It is taken here. You can see first row coming thrice because it has to concatenate with all the three row of second table. So it has you can see the first row, second row, and third row. So for the first row of the first table, it has been concatenated with the all three rows. Similarly, taking the second row and again it is going to concatenate with all three. Again going to take the third row and again going to concatenate with all three. So this is the Cartesian product and you get a 9 rows in this case when we have 3 rows in the first table and 3 rows in the second table. I hope the doubt is clear that Cartesian product basically giving you the product means the concatenation of the both the tables with all the rows. So if first row have a 3, First table have a 3 rows, second table has a 3 rows, then in the result you can get a 9 rows as a result. So this would be called as a Cartesian product. Okay, let's learn more about and then we'll be learning more in this case. Now it is a term coming joining tables. So actually Cartesian product is also a kind of joining table, but that you can call as a unrestricted join. There is no condition for joining, but they are joined. Now let's have other concepts too about joining tables. A join is a query that combines row from two or more tables. So combining rows from multiple tables, that is called a join query. In join query, more than one table are listed in from class. So in from class, we may be mentioning many tables. Example, you can see here select star from EMP comma DPT means these two tables are being joined and result would be there on the screen. We need to join two or more tables for displaying row and column from both the tables. So the purpose of join is to displaying rows and column from both the tables. That's why we need to join it. Now you can see here one query select star from EMP DPT. It means displaying everything from both the tables. And the above query will result Cartesian product of EMP table and DEPT table. EMP table and DEPT table. If you want to see the example, let's learn the same way here. Okay, example also there. You can see here, I have two tables. One, the employee table. You can see here EMP table with these many columns. EMP table, and one more table you can see here. Select star from DPT. The department table we have already taken. So two tables we have taken, the EMP table and the DPT table, where EMP table has a columns like employee number, name, post, date of birth, salary, department, and the second table which have a department number, department name, and location. So you can see here in both the tables, one column is common. That is a department number. You can see here the department number column is there in this first table also, which may be called as a foreign key because it is the only column which is going to link the other table. And here department number in the second is not duplicated. You can see here it is not been duplicated. Here the foreign key can be duplicated because you can see here 10, 20, 20, 30, 20, 10. So it has a duplicate value. Foreign key may have a duplicate values, but the primary key here you can see in the second table is a primary key which is not duplicated. We have a department number 10, 20, 30, and 40. The four departments we have, but here we have the employees only in these three departments. Employees only is in these three departments. In the fourth department, we do not have any employee. So I hope it's clear to everyone that how can we link it, because with the column which has a common in both the tables. Because department number column is here as a foreign key, here it is as a primary key. Okay. Now let's find out the Cartesian product of these two tables. Just writing the query here. Select star from EMP, comma DEPT. Now see what happened. Whatever rows we have, they all are displayed. You can see here we have here 6 rows and we have here 4 rows. So 6 into 4, total 24 rows would be in the result. And you can see here total 24 rows are in the result. So it means the concatenation is there and you can see all the degree are added. Now you can see here the column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 column in the first table and the 3 column in second table. And total 9 column would be in the result that you can count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 columns means the degree is added and the cardinality is multiplied. I hope that this command is clear to everyone that this is the basically Cartesian product of two tables. I hope it is clear. Now definition you can again read it. Cartesian product refers to all possible concatenations formed of all rows of both the tables. It is also known as unrestricted join. It is join actually, but there was no restrictions put on that. That's why they are called a unrestricted join. I hope that it is clear to everyone. There is no doubt with this. We can join the tables on common columns of both the tables. Joining is done on the common column of both the tables that we have already discussed about you. Now you can see here the example. Display name and department name of Rajनीश. Rajनीश is the employee. I want to know his name and the department, in which department he belongs. Let's have a query. Here even we can do the query. You can see here, if you want to display Brajesh, what is his post and what is his department? Two things. Brajesh, post and department I want to know. What Brajesh is employed at which post and on which department he is applied. So let's do the query for that. Displaying the post and department name. So let's write the query. Selecting what? Displaying the post, comma, department name, D name. Now you can see here the post is in the EMP table and the department name is in the DPT table. Two data is from different places. You can see the post is in the employee table, EMP table, and the department name is in the department table. So now I'm writing the query for that from EMP, comma DPT, and we have to write the joining condition also. Joining condition is on a common column, so we can write here where EMP dot department number is equal to DPT dot. Why I'm writing this way? Why I'm using a dot notation to access the column? Because in both the table the department column is same. You can see here department number is here also, and here also you can see in both the table the department column is same. You can see the column name of department is here also, DPTNO, and here also DPTNO. So if we omit the department, like not using this dot notation, in that case it is confused from which table you are accessing the department. So we have to actually clarify with a dot notation from which tables department want to access. So it is showing that department NO from employee table, and this is showing department number from DPT table. This is called a qualified name. This is also known as a qualified name. Basically, we can access through a dot notation the column name, the table name dot column name, so that we can access the column of particular table. And name also is to mention here, and name is equal to what name we have to give? We have to give Brajesh. So name is Brajesh. Name equal to Brajesh. So I want to know the Brajesh post and department name. See, now you can see the query here. Brajesh belongs to science department and has a post clerk. Now you can see the data whether it is true or not. Brajesh is a clerk, that is clear, and he has a department number 20. And department number 20 is of which department? You can see science. So this is matched. This column is matched with this column, and then one more condition: the name is Brajesh. Both are true, and result comes the post clerk and the department name science from here. So it is matching. This 20 is matching with 20 of this column, and then result is on the screen. So you can see the result here. This is called a restricted join because we have some restrictions over there. This is a kind of Cartesian product, but it is known as restricted join, and it has one more name that is called a equi-join. In the type of joining, it is a equi-join basically. And why this we have written here? This name of the table and then column name, it is called a qualified name, because if we use same name in two, three different tables, then there will be a ambiguity occurs. So to remove the ambiguity, either we have to use a separate name in different tables, or we can use the qualified name like this to access. So table name dot column name. Now I hope that is clear to everyone. Further, I'm explaining about the qualified name. You can see here in the where condition of join query, the field names are given as table name dot field name. So this is be called as a qualified name. This type of field names are called qualified field names, and qualified field names are useful in identifying a field if the two joining tables have the same name. Even we can use the qualified name to access the data from the other database. So in that case, the other database name, dot table name, and that dot column name. So it may be easily accessible. Even you are in the one database and you want to see data from the other database, even then you can do that. So in that case, you have to write the database name, then dot table name, then dot column name. So this you can do. I hope there is no doubt with this. Okay, I'm showing one example of that also. To access data from the other table, you can see here in this particular database which I have opened, how many tables are there, that you can see here. Show tables. See what tables we have. We have only four tables: department, EM, EMP, and EMP1. Now, if I want to access from other database, which I have created already, that we have used the hotel database and customer table, we have already used and given demo in that base. So now, see, I'm accessing from there also. Writing here, select. I want to access from the hotel database. So writing here, hotel table name customer, and customer name I want to display. So C name was a column, customer name was a column from. Now we are in this table, sorry, in this database. This is the winner database. You can see here tables of winner database. You can see. So we have to access from the other database. The database name was hotel. So we write here from hotel dot. The table name was customer. Now you can see here the query displaying hotel.customer.cname. It means the cname is a column which belongs to customer table, and this customer table belongs to the hotel database. And here from this table, customer table, that belongs to a hotel database. So from being one database, you can access data from the other database also with the help of a qualified name. So I hope that the qualified name meaning is clear to you, because we are in the Veena database and accessing the content of hotel database with the customer table. So I hope that the query is clear, the concept of qualified name is clear. Now next term is about table aliases. Basically, sometimes it happens that you have a longer name of a table. In that case, a temporary name we can use during the query. That name would be known as a table aliases. You can see here it is a temporary label, a name given along with table name in from clause. That would be called as a table alias name. You can see here select e dot e name. Here e is a table alias, and here d name, it's a d is a e is a table alias. Again you can see both e I'm using. From EMPE, here E has become a temporary name for employee table, and DPTD, here the D has become a temporary name for the department table. Now further you can refer just by E and D, and you can write the query. No need to write the EMP or DPT. You can see here where E dot department number. E means employee department number equal to D. D means department table. So department dot department table divide number, and e dot ename equal to Rajnish. So here you can simply write in this way also. Here e and d are the table aliases. So table aliases means the temporary name given to the table. We have already learned the column aliases beforehand to give the temporary name to the column while query, because sometimes when the column is coming with the help of some expression, that column name is not there. So in that case, we have to provide some name. So that was a column aliases. And now it is a table aliases that we provide a table, a temporary name for query only. After the query over, it has no importance. I hope that it is clear, and how to give it. It will be a very clear in the this query. I hope there is no need to give again the demo for this, one query for this, but it's clear already that here just writing a space, table name is space, and then the one character just to represent that particular table. Department D means D will be a name for the department during the query, and here E will be the name for the employee table during the query. I hope that there is no doubt with the table aliases. Now let's learn about the join, types of join, because what different types of join we have, we must know that also. First is a equijoin. Equijoin means a join in which the columns are compared for equality is called equijoin. The example just shown here in this was the example of equijoin. Select post comma dname from emp comma department where emp dot department number equal to, here you can see the equal to sign, and this shows for the equijoin condition. This is a equijoin condition. This is a equijoin. So you can see the joining done on the basis of equality of a column is known as a equijoin. So it is a equijoin query that we have done. I hope there is no doubt with this equijoin. We have already learned it. The second is about the non-equijoin. Now, in case of non-equijoin, where relationship is done, but the equal to operation is not done. A non-equijoin is a query that specifies some relationship other than equality between the columns. Means without any equality, if we join two tables, that will be called as a non-equijoin. So let's have one more example of non-equijoin also. We can see here displaying the same thing, but here you can see there is no equal to operation used anywhere to do the joining. Rather, we have used the in operator here to join, because this is a department table, department column, where the two tables have the same column department number. On that basis only we'll be joining it. So let's see the example here for non-equijoin also. See, displaying the name dname from employee department where emp dot dptno in 10:30, only 10:30 we have to join, and dname equal to computer. See that with department name computer we have three people here. You can see these three belongs to the same department. So this is called a join, which is not done on any equal to operation. So it is called a non-equijoin. You can see here this query would be called as a non-equijoin. This query is non-equijoin query. So hope that there is no doubt in this, that we are not using any equal to operation for joining, but still we join it. So I hope that it's clear to everyone about the non-equijoin. Getting everyone? The next kind of join is known as a natural join. Basically, natural join, the join in which only one of the two identical column coming from join table exist in is called a natural join. Basically, when we are doing the Cartesian product, then you can see in the result here, the column, whatever columns we have, all the columns are there. Even you can see department number column coming twice, one column from the first table and this is from the second table. So if we remove one of the column from this result, then that would be known as a natural join. Means in natural join, only common column, out of these two common columns, only one column appears in the natural join. That is called a natural join. The condition you can see here, select emp dot star. Star means all the columns. Dname comma loc from emp comma dpt where we have displaying all the color things from here and few things from here, then it would be called as a natural join. But this is actually made natural join. We have given the columns to display. This is we have given the column to display. We are not doing it with the help of query or some statement, some keyword. Just we are doing it with the help of the queries. So this query is not very difficult to understand. It means that from employee table display everything, all the column, then department name and LOC. So we have missed out the department number column from here. That's why it is displaying the natural join. But actually there are other ways also that we can apply the natural join. So I hope that this join is clear. That natural join means when you remove the one identical column from the joining result, then that would be called as a natural join. Let's see how other ways also there that we can join the two tables. There are some other classes also there that we can join simply. You can see here joining tables using join class of select. Join is a special class also through which we can join. So MySQL supports a special class join and natural join. Both is also done. Class as a part of SQL select statement, and we can simply see that syntax select star from table name, then cross natural join, whatever join you want to do, either a cross join or a natural join. Cross join means simply a Cartesian product. Natural join means Cartesian product without having the two identical column. Only one column appears in that case. One column is removed, that is the natural join. Then we are giving a on and then join condition, or we can use a using also and join column we can mention. We can use a column also on that case. That use help of using clause. Both will learning it one by one. To display Cartesian product of two tables, write the query without joining condition. You can see here select star from EMP join department. So here automatically it will assume the common column from both the table and do the joining. Let's see the example. Select star from EMP join DPT. See, same I'm writing here. Select star from EMP join DPT. Here you can see the EMP is a table and the DPT is a table. This gives you the Cartesian product. Similarly, the previously command we have given, same command, same result you can see here. So select star from EMP join DPT. Automatically has joined. As you can see, all the columns are there and all the rows, whatever is in the result has been, it is there. It is same as the result you can see here by this query. Select star from EMP DPT. The same result you can see, that is called a join. So here you can see with the join operation also you can use the join keyword even to join the two tables, and it is a Cartesian product. Now what do we about the cross join? The cross join is a basic type of join that simply matches each row from one table to every row from another table. It does not filter data. It does not filter in data. If you want to filter data, you can use a where class of select query. So filtration is not done with this. Only it is displaying the matching values. The one where the value is matching means if the value is not matching, it will not display the result. So let's see what happened in this case. Select star from EMP cross join DPT. See here, select star from EMP. Here we write here cross join DPT. See, same thing happened, but result coming in a little different way. Rest is everything okay. You can see the same value is coming. Same value is coming with this also, with the cross join also. So cross join also displaying for all the data which is matching. To create equijoin on some common fields of two tables, we write the query as. If you want to create a equijoin for the particular columns, in that case you have to write select star from EMP E join department D on. Using on we can write a column name here. So EMP E join department on, you write here on and then the name of the column we can make equal. The same query We can write here on emp dot department no equal to dpt dot department number. Now in this case, it is giving you only the value which are matching in both. You can see here department 10, 20 and 30 is coming because 140 is nowhere existing in that. That's why it is giving you the cross join of these two tables based on the common column. The common column which we have on, and we have mentioned the columns here for the equality, that is called the equi join. So select star from cross join. Likewise we can write. I hope any no doubt at all with this query. See, if you remove the cross join, even then you have a similar result. So join on particular column, then also you can see it is a join we do. It is called a equi join. Basically, example of equi join. So two examples we have seen of equi join. One this example of equi join, and one more we have discussed previously. Now coming to the natural join. Natural join, basically you just have to include a one keyword called natural. Otherwise it's raised the same thing. Select star from emp natural join department. If you do the natural join, then out of the two identical column, only one column is appearing. You can see here at place of the cross join, we can write the natural join here. Natural join, and you can see only one. Now you can see here the two columns we have identical columns, and only one column is appearing here. Only one column department number is there. It's not both the times. So that's why it is called a natural join. So in natural join, the two identical columns are not there. And I hope that it is clear to everyone. Even with the help of a using class also, we can do the joining. And by using class, what happened, that also you can see. Using class can be used in place of on class. We have already used on class, you can see here. We have used the on here. On class here you can use for joining. We can use using also at that place. What for? Let's see. In using class, we need to specify the name of joining field, but with on class, joining condition is specified. With on, we have mentioned the condition, but in using, we do not need to mention any condition. Just we write the name of the column. We don't write the condition as such. So select star from MP join department using department number. So you just write the using here. You can see no need to write here on at place of on, writing the using, and here you write the department number only, the column name, because it is common in both the table. So I just write a department number and it is going to do the Cartesian product. So either we can use the on or you can use the using. In on case you need to write the equal to operation, and in using case you just write the name of the column. You don't need to mention the equal to operation even. That is a more benefit with using. Now you can see that note that will be very important for you. Using subclass with join class produces a natural join, whereas on subclass with join class produces a equi join. So this you have to take care using both the options. So many options we have discussed with you of joining, and still have a doubt, we can discuss on a WhatsApp group. You must go to this video and learn it nicely twice thrice. If you have a doubt, you can see. And this was the last video regarding MySQL. We have nearly completed this course of class 12 of MySQL, and there's nothing left now. Only practice is there that I would be giving in the form of assignment. Thank you and Jai Hind.